Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the GameCast NewsCast. I am Snowy, otherwise known as Count Fracula. Joining me this week, I have Orange Lightning.
Hello!
Hello. No Max again. Max, by the seams of it, won't be joining us for some time. He's having to take a step away. His work life is currently very, very busy, which is fair enough. Bastard. What? Who said that? It happens.
He's in high demand.
He is. He's in very high demand, especially from us. But he can't accommodate us at the moment. So that's just gonna be on the back burner. I'm gonna have to be getting people on every week. I have to organise guests. Ugh,
oh no,
that's effort. Well, I nearly forgot today. I got to about halfway through the day. I was like, oh yeah, shit, it's Thursday. I need to get someone on.
Yeah, I noticed by the timestamp on the message I got. I was like,
Yeah,
I
was like just eating my lunch and I was just like, oh yeah, shit. Oh well. So, let's get to it then. Sarah, what have you been playing this week?
Oh, well, technically, I've been having a small breather from games this week because on account of my 24-hour stream that I did on Saturday last week, which was literally 24 hours of playing video games.
Why did you do that? That's a terrible idea.
I wanted to see, one, if I could do it, and
which apparently you could.
I managed it. I was so dead by the end of it. I think I was playing Hollow Knight, and I was just kind of
for
running...
24 hours?
No! At the end, I was playing Hollow Knight. I was just like running in and out of the same room again and again, just going, I can't see.
Brilliant.
So I was literally just like, yeah, it's bedtime.
Yeah.
But that was a really cool experience. I basically did some SNES stuff, Journey, Jack and Daxter, and then some PC games that I've never played before, like Ori, and Hollow Knight. It was a really good time. I enjoyed it. So, in answer to that question, I guess I've been playing a lot of things.
And also no things.
Yeah. But I also got PSVR, so I've been messing about with that as well.
Yes, I noticed
Job Simulator.
that. Yeah.
Job Sim is really good fun.
It is,
and
until
Skyrim
you do
just arrived.
retail.
Yeah.
Retail
and,
that hit home a bit too close for me, to be honest.
Oh, the Office one hit home for me.
Oh, I can imagine, yeah. That's the problem.
Yeah. It was having
like,
good fun throwing shit, though. Because you can't do that in an office naturally. So just, like, lobbing shit at everyone and then popping up going, hey, was quite fun.
Yeah.
I think I, like, photocopied a post-it of a unicorn and just threw it on everyone's desk. And they were all like, don't do that. Except one person who just went, nice throw. And I was like, yes, you get more shit. Here you go.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
That's
pretty cool.
Yeah, good shit. I don't know if it's out on PSVR yet. If it does come out, it's in Steam Early Access at the moment. Get Gorn, Gorn.
Gorn. Okay.
You're basically... It's like you're a gladiator, but in a really sort of floppy physics kind of game. So everything's a bit sort of all over the place. Yeah. Although, to be honest, it's a bit like the faces are a bit creepy. Like, when you're actually in VR and you're playing, the faces in the crowd are all like huge and really creepy and off-putting. This is like, do not want.
Oh.
But yeah, it's pretty fun anyway. It's in early access on Steam at the moment. So
I just got Skyrim just arrived in the post, so I'm like, yes! Skyrim VR time, ladies and gents.
I think I got Gorn in the Steam sale because that ended today.
Oh yeah, I got Senua's Sacrifice, Hellblade.
Yes, so did I.
Yeah.
Been banging on about it for months, so I thought I might as well get it.
Yeah, I've been eager to play it, and I think I got some old stuff as well. Like I got Morrowind and
Oh, bloody hell. Going right back.
Feck, what's it called? Fallout New Vegas, because one of my friends told me I should get it, so I got it.
Yeah.
It was like £7 for the whole like mega collection-y thing with all the DLCs. So I was like, fine.
Yeah. What did I get in the sale? I got Crazy Machines 3, which is basically you make Rube Goldberg machines, that's pretty fun.
It's right up your street, yes.
Exactly. I bought Gorn, I bought Hellblade, what else have we got? Pardon me. Dead Cells, the Basement Collection, which is the guy who made Binding of Isaac. It's loads of his old games.
Oh, cool, yeah.
Home Improvisation, which is that weird IKEA furniture building game. I bought it half because it's been on my wish list for about a year, and half because it's actually VR compatible as well. And finally, I bought, it's called Another Brick in the Mall. It's basically Prison Architect, but you're making a shopping centre instead.
Oh, cool.
So that's very up my alley as well, so I bought that.
Oh, yes.
There's one coming out soon where you're making a train station, which looks really interesting. I can't remember what it's called, but I know I follow the guy on Twitter who's making it, so yeah, that's that. But yeah, I've been playing I've been playing some Dead Cells this week. I've been playing some Just Cause 3 still. I talked about that on the newscast last week. Played a bit more of the Octopath Traveler demo.
Oh, I'm so excited for that game.
I know. The good thing is...
this month, isn't it?
It comes out next Friday, a week tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
So, fortunately as well, that's the day I get paid. And I'm off work that day. Guess what I'll be getting? Yes. So, I'll be downloading that. Yeah, but I've downloaded the demo because it's basically just, you get 3 hours of playtime, the first 3 hours of playtime in the game, and then you can transfer that progress over to the game when you buy it.
Okay. I have the demo, I've just not tried it.
I think you should. For one, it's fucking gorgeous. It's probably the prettiest game I've seen in a while. It's so... I
love the art.
Beautifully stylized, because it's like... It's the 16-bit sprites and everything, but with the sort of modern... with the mod cons you expect nowadays. And I love the whole, like... It's just wonderful.
The whole pop-up book feel of it as well.
Oh, yeah, it's just definitely.
It's like a little town on your desk, the way it's done.
It really is.
I love it.
Yeah. I started the demo off as the shopkeeper character, because she's adorable.
Oh,
and
cool.
She has the power, you can literally go to almost any NPC in the game and just buy their shit.
I think you're going to say bite them for some reason.
No, you could just
just bite them.
No, you could just go up to them and go purchase, and it's like, hey, I've got this stuff on me. You can buy it off me.
Wow, that is definitely a cool quirk.
It's an interesting power. I think that they're all very different characters by the seams of it, and I've just met the second one of my second of the 8 characters.
I want to play as, I think it's the dancer, because she
looks interesting.
She does things by basically alluring people to do a lot of stuff for her and things like that. And I was like, I want to try that. That sounds really fun.
But yeah, so there's that, and I've just unlocked sort of my second character to play with, and you sort of go through their bit for a while, which has possibly got my favourite line in a while, and Jim Sterling's favourite line as well, because he tweeted about it. In a sort of cutscene at the start of this character's bit, he's fighting off a load of people, and someone says, it's the unbending blade of Hornburg.
I saw that tweet.
It's a pretty good line. It's pretty good. Not gonna lie.
It's good.
It made me chuckle.
I saw that tweet. I laughed on the bus. People stared. It was fun.
It's like, I know what I'm calling it from now on. Oh, dearie me. Anyway, so I think that's what we've been playing this week anyway, and that's also our results from the Steam sale. Also, big thank you to Lemmy Smash because he bought me Orwell, the sort of 1984 bureaucracy up.
Cool.
He bought it for me on the Steam sale, which is really good of him.
Aw, that's sweet.
Anyway, that's what we've been playing this week. And let's move on to the first story of the show. Before we start, though, just thought of another thing. These podcasts are now available on many podcast formats, including iTunes. Holy shit. It's really weird to see things that I've made on iTunes. I fixed it up today because I got it a little bit wrong, and I was just like, I'm on iTunes now. What is this?
That is weird.
It is. It's so strange. It's the weirdest feeling, but yeah. The thing is, it's not a difficult thing to get on iTunes either. It's literally just like, I don't even know if it's manual approval for your podcast, but you know, they've approved it, and it's on iTunes.
I like how it feels weirder to be on iTunes than it does to be on things like YouTube and Twitch. It's like, I know, but that's not weird at all.
Yeah. iTunes has, I don't know, it's a more prestigious thing, I think, to be on iTunes. Like, it's probably just a subconscious sort of thing. But I think I personally find it more prestigious to be on iTunes than I do to be on anything else, like Steam or YouTube. Anyway.
No, it's very cool.
It is. But yes, we're now on those podcast formats and SoundCloud and whatever else if you want to listen to these on the go. And you can also listen to the pocket editions on there as well. They'll all be going up there from now on as well in a nice audio format. So yes, there's that bit of admin out the way. Let's talk about Devolver Digital, one of the best gaming companies in the world. I mean, I'm not wrong.
No, you're not wrong. I was just flashbacking to their E3 press conference. So started grinning.
They kicked out of the park 2 years in a row.
Oh, yes.
Oh, dear. Devolver Digital are just wonderful. Because they're basically... It's like a parody of the games industry, but it's actually real and puts out games. Mm-hmm. Which I quite like. Oh, dear. I wonder if they launched that currency, didn't they? Was it loot box coin?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, loot box coin. I don't think you can get it anymore. Maybe? I don't know. Loot box coin. Nope, sold out. Damn it! To be fair, like one of them was about $150 or something like that.
Yeah.
So, you know. I just find it funny that they sold out. People bought it. Because of course. It's a perfectly normal thing.
That was the whole point and statement it was making, was that people will buy this.
Yeah.
Fucking did.
They really did.
People.
Oh, God. Oh, dear. Anyway, so Devolver Digital are a really, really good company, as we all know. And they seem to be doing quite a few things on Switch now. They've published a couple of things recently. And they've had a couple of... They're now apparently bringing over a dozen games to Switch in 2018. Over a dozen.
Woo!
I don't know if these are going to be like games they've had in the past, or if it's like games that they're publishing in the future, because I know Devolver Digital publishes a ton of things. Like, they publish so much stuff. Not that I'm complaining, because they only publish good stuff. Like, I don't think they've ever published a game that could be considered bad. Because I think the way that Devolver Digital works is they find something that looks promising and go, hey, we'll publish that for you. We'll give you a hand. So, yeah, that's probably why they've never really had a bad game that I'm aware of. So, yeah, there's loads of games coming at the moment, then. But, you know, what games would you like to see them send to Switch off the top of your head that you can think of that they've done?
Now you're asking me to think of what they've done.
I mean, there's a lot. Something that I don't think will come is genital jousting. I don't think that'll come to Switch.
Maybe not.
I've played genital
a really
jousting.
censored one.
I've played genital jousting. It has a single player, and it's like.
I hope you do mean the game.
Yeah, the game. It has a single player that is like. Think Stanley Parable levels of taking the piss.
Oh, nice. That's perfect.
It's actually really funny and really good. I actually really enjoyed it. I was surprised how good the single player was. I haven't even played the multiplayer. I just played the single player. I was like, hey, I got my money's worth. So we've got things like Broforce was a Devolver Digital game. Do you remember that?
I'm super duper excited that Reigns is coming. I'm really happy about that.
Is that actually coming to Switch, do you think? Or...
Yeah, it is. I remember it being in Switch's... I think it was in Nintendo's conference.
Oh, okay.
When they had that little reel of...
Oh, yeah, when they had the reel of games before. Hey, look at these games. Smash! Smash!
Yeah, and then just smash them into the ground. But no, Reigns is, and that's... I'm really happy about it, because it's the
Reigns.
DLC
Reigns
one as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have it on my...
stupid fun game.
On my mobile, and literally when we went to EGX event a few years ago, in the evenings when we were in the hotel, we were just literally sat there, me and Hannah with my phone, just playing Reigns. It's like, we've been playing all these games all day. What should we do now? Let's play Reigns all night. That's literally what happened. So I'm really pleased that it's coming to the Switch, because, again, portable... It's a really fun little thing to just pick up and have a little go on.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
that's I'm happy with. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got them both on Steam. I haven't got them on my phone yet, but I do have them on Steam. They are just like fun little things. Also, I was just looking it up, and also Pokemon Quest has come out on mobile. That's a more viable platform to play it on than on the Switch.
Yes.
I also still don't want to play it anymore. I've played enough of it, and enough was about an hour and a half, 2 hours altogether.
Yeah, that's what I did, and I was like, I'm done here.
The problem is, it's an hour and a half to 2 hours spread over the course of about 2 weeks, so yeah.
Oh, I literally just played like an hour in one go, and I was like, no, I'm done here.
It's not very good, but anyway.
No, so, it's pretty dire. It's free, so...
I mean, that's not really an excuse, but yeah.
No, but if you wanted a free Pokemon game, that's the only one that's not Pokemon Go.
Pokemon Shuffle is a thing that's has slightly more game to it than that, even if it's not particularly great.
Yeah. Pokemon Go is probably the best free one you can get, to be honest.
Yeah, I'd say so. What else? So, back to Devolver Digital. What else do we have?
Yeah.
Hotline Miami. I'd love to see that on Switch. That'd be fun just to have that on the go. Mind you, it's on Vita. If you've got a
PS Vita.
Yeah. The only reason I know that is because because Sony, being Sony, have a special memory card that only fits in some Sony devices, including the Vita. So I had to buy one of those to get some extra memory, and it came with 10 games, like 10 indie games, and that was one of them. So what else do we have? We've got Luftrausers, which was a weird... It was a 2D plane flying game, like dog fighting, with sort of World War II planes, but it's actually really good. I'm going to recommend that to anyone, because that's a really fun game. What else have we got that's good? It's definitely play Broforce if you haven't. That's a really good game.
One of my friends swears by Downwell. She really enjoys that.
Yes, Downwell is really good. I think Downwell's on phones as well, if I remember rightly. I'll have a look. Oh, Downwell. Yes, it is on phones. That's on my wish list as well. Right. Yeah, Downwell's a really good game. I'm going to definitely say you should play that. Maybe the Talos Principle? That was published by Devolver.
I have it. I've not played it.
I've heard it's good. I've got it, and I've also played...
Yeah.
I played about 20 minutes of it, and it didn't grip me, so, you know. But I know some people who have been, like, obsessively into it, so, yeah. We've also got Titan Souls. That would be good.
Mm-hmm. They published Tattoo from No Boyfriend. That's amazing.
Brilliant. Enter the Gungeon. Yes, I want that on Switch. I need that on Switch now. Definitely need that on Switch because Enter the Gungeon is brilliant.
I watched the speed run of it at SGDQ.
Oh, is it good? Oh. I'm quite bad at it, but it's a really good game. Gonna be honest, it's not a game that I excel at, but it's a game I very much enjoy playing because I played like 60 hours of it, so it can't be that bad.
Maybe, I mean, I'm actually being sneaky and I'm on Devolver Digital's website.
Oh, sorry, I'm on their Steam page.
And some of the new games coming out soon, a couple of them are actually already tagged as coming for the Switch.
Oh, okay. Ha! Gorn is published by Devolver Digital.
Yes, it is. I just saw that.
Not
my friend Pedro.
Won't come to Switch because there's nothing. Oh yes, my friend Pedro. I forgot about that.
That's coming to the Switch.
Good. Yes,
that's going to be on Switch.
I am.
He looks so cute. It's a little banana.
I am all over like that. I really want my friend Pedro. It looks so good. Magnificently handcrafted games. Oh, Devolver. Fucking weirdos. Oh, they're publishing Metal Wolf Chaos. Oh, Wolf Metal Chaos. I forgot about that. Not to Switch, but they're publishing a remaster of a 10-year-old game for no reason.
Why not? Yeah, because that was at their conference, wasn't it? My friend was actually super duper excited for that.
Yeah.
Oh, the Enter the Gungeon is on the Switch?
Oh, it might be. Yeah, it is actually, yeah. That's true. Go get it on Switch, it's good.
I think it's on my Switch wish list. So
yeah.
There you go.
What else have we got? Pecunicu is coming out on Switch, a puzzle exploration game. I remember seeing the trailer for this, I think. It looks very familiar.
It looks cute.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, 12 games coming to Switch. I'm not going to complain. I think the Switch is a really good platform. I know this probably gets said a lot and people might think people are being disingenuous about it, but I do genuinely think the Switch is a really good platform and a really cool place to get small, interesting games published.
I agree, and it's a really, really good platform for indie games. It is. Aside from,
you're so much more likely to get noticed, and they have proper quality control. So if your game's good, it'll get on there, and there's not all this competition with like pieces of shit like Steam.
Like I now actually have to decide now
whether you get it on
when I see
Switch
indie games,
or
whether I get it on Steam. Exactly that. Whereas before I'd be like,
I'll get it on
PS4
Steam.
or Steam. I'll get it on Steam because PS4 is too expensive. But
I know.
Now that I'm actually the Switch as an option, I'm just like, but I'd like it on Switch because then I could use it and play it on the go.
Exactly.
Like I got Sonic Mania and Shovel Knight on the Switch, and so good. I had a 2-hour train journey just playing Sonic Mania. It was great. I loved it. I really enjoyed myself.
I already bought Sonic. I didn't have a Switch when I bought Sonic Mania, and I bought it on PC. I should probably play more of that still. I've not played.
See, it was on my PC wish list, so
Yeah.
I hadn't bought it yet. And then it was like £2 more expensive to get it on the Switch. But I was like, I'll play it if I have it on the Switch.
Yeah.
More likely to than if I have it on PC. So I did. And I played it, and I finished it, even though I didn't finish it and got the good ending yet.
Yeah.
I did finish it.
Yeah. Mind you, I don't do as much travelling as you. Certainly not train travelling, so I'm less likely to use the Switch like that than you are, but, you know.
But I also like to play it in bed.
This is also true, yes. Devolver Digital's getting a lot of games put on the Switch. That's a really good move, and to be honest, it's probably just going to make me get more things for my Switch because, the Switch is a really good platform. So that's that. Let's move on to the next story. We Happy Few, a game that's gone through its fair share of controversy, to put it mildly. Had a proper controversy not too long ago as well when it got refused classification in Australia, a thing that is surprisingly common when the ultra-conservative Australian government decide to be a dick about video games, which is quite common. Let's be fair about that. However, it has now been reviewed, and now the game will be available to purchase in Australia again when it comes out, and it's got the mature rating, but you know. It took so long for them to get a mature rating in Australia. It's really weird. Like, it took until 2012, I think. I don't get it. I don't get Australia at all. Oh well, they call our government backwards. Anyway.
Yeah.
So, yes, it's going to be 18 plus in Australia. I suspect that the reason they tried to refuse classification in the first place was because of the drugs in it. Because it's like, it's not encouraging you to take drugs, but it's also not actively saying that taking drugs is bad.
No. It's very like drugs are the norm, and everyone's got these weird happy faces and stuff, haven't they? I don't know, it kind of glamorizes drug use a little bit, I think. It's trying to not do that. The trailers don't help.
No, take your joy.
Yeah,
there is a bit of that. Still,
like, it's ironic because the game itself is clearly supposed to be one of those things where you're playing as a character who won't take
oh my god,
drugs.
I stopped taking the drugs.
Because,
look how shit the world is. Oh no.
Yeah, because the drugs are actually bad. And so it is ironic, but I guess the trailers haven't really helped sort of with that tone. There is a lot of glamorized drug use in the trailers, which
I do get that.
Must have freaked Australia out a little bit.
Yeah, they're very
emotional.
hard line on drugs. It's a bit weird. But that was the sort of gist of the topic, really. But I was going to use this as a platform to launch off to the fact that We Happy Few has changed very considerably since its initial early access launch. Some ways for good, in some ways for bad. And I want to know if, do you know what they've changed about it, even remotely?
I do not, no.
So, since it came out in early access, Compulsion, the developers, teamed up with Gearbox as a publisher. Not the best idea, I'm going to be honest. Not a huge fan of Gearbox as a company. Cough Pitchford, cough Aliens, Colonial Marines, what? Yeah, not the best company to align yourself with sometimes, but they align themselves with Gearbox, and Gearbox, while they gave the game a better budget to do things with, which, you know, that's always a good thing, because to have a better budget and to be able to hire more staff, in most instances probably won't hurt, especially when you're a small team at least. But also, Gearbox made compulsion, or they doubled the game's price from it was a $30 game up to a $60 game, because it's published by a big company, so it has to be that price now because reasons.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
wasn't there like a super special edition that
a super special edition? Exactly. Yes.
It was like, what?
Yeah.
Why?
So they went full AAA on that, which that's the bad bit. That's the sort of annoying bit that I don't think many people are happy about. But on the flip side of the coin, they've been bought out. The company itself has been bought out by Microsoft now. Obviously, this game, because it's already in development, it's been promised to platforms and whatever, won't be affected by this buyout. I believe Microsoft will, everything post We Happy Few will be going through Microsoft because they're now an in-house studio. And so, that doesn't affect We Happy Few per se. That's more of a tangential thing. However, since the early access launch, the game got a lot of flack at the time for being very, its survival mechanics were very poor, to say the least. In the sort of, you had to be constantly eating, constantly drinking, or constantly healing yourself, and you couldn't get further than a few minutes away from your base, otherwise you'd be too tired to do anything or whatever else.
Awful.
Really sort of horrible constricting things like that. And they had character permadeath as well, and they really came away from the sort of story focus that we thought the game was going to be.
Sounds like they just wanted to come up with ways to just piss people off.
I mean, yeah, they did a really good job of it when they first launched it. Because when it was first revealed, I think it was E3 2013, so it's ages ago now. We thought it was going to be a sort of BioShock type game, the way it was being marketed, which would have been really cool. But again, they didn't go for that, so whatever. That's it's their company, it's their choice. What they did go for is different. But since the early access launch, they have changed a lot of these things. So your character, there's no longer character permadeath. You play as a single character throughout the game. And they've added in a lot more of the story elements now. They've focused the story a lot more. And while the worlds are still procedurally generated, the districts, the bits that require the story progress are not. They're fixed. It's just the bits in between. And I believe they've added a lot more variety into the generation of the worlds to make it look a lot less samey, and they've done lots of little tweaks to the sort of generation as well to sort of change it up and make it a lot better. So, with everything I've just said in mind, this game releases on August the 10th, properly from on Steam, on PS4, on Xbox One. Are you either tempted to pick it up, or are you more tempted by it than you were when it first came out in early access?
No.
Oh. Is there any particular reason for that?
It's just too expensive for what it is.
I agree.
I don't like paying the high-end prices anyway.
No,
just
I
because in my personal experience, most games are just not worth it. There's a handful that could arguably be said are worth the money, but most of them are just disappointing in regards of, really? I sunk that much money into this game?
Well, that's because they're saving all the content for the season pass and the deluxe edition exclusive missions.
And it says it all when you go into shops like CEX or something, like secondhand stores. in like 2 months' time, and that game is there and it's like half the price. It's just like, okay, clearly it wasn't worth the full ticket price, because some games don't come down, and those are the ones that you kind of think, okay, so maybe they are the better ones, you know. Nier Automata is still pretty expensive, and I quite would like to pick that up. I still haven't got it.
All the Pokemon games are continuously expensive as well.
Yeah, like, Breath of the Wild is still very expensive.
Oh yeah, I've never seen Breath of the Wild for less than £40.
No.
Never.
So, you know, it kind of gives you that indication that those games might be actually more worth it. Whereas the ones that come out are like, you know, game release for £50, and then literally a month later it's like, that game is now £30. You're like, see? It was worth waiting.
Yeah, I feel like that happens a lot with...
It does.
There's a lot of console games especially that do that. There's a game that's come out, I talked about this last week with Sully. It's called Onrush. It's on PS4. And the standard edition on the PlayStation Store is £55, and the deluxe edition is £65.
Ooh.
That's not worth it.
Oof.
It's, you know, it looks like a really good Codemasters racing game, which is what it is, but I'm not paying that much for it, especially when Tesco is selling the disc version for £32 currently.
There you go.
Exactly. And then Wreckfest, a game which I've talked about a few times very recently on the newscast, is ridiculously expensive now. I bought it ages and ages and ages ago when it was in a really early alpha. I've told this story before. For £20. When it was in early access not too long ago, it was £30. Now it's come out of early access, it's £39. It's a good game. It's not worth £39.
No.
I'd pay
like
25. That's probably where I'd mark that price point for that game. Anyway.
Well, I had it with, I wanted to get Skyrim VR, because I've been having an itch to play Skyrim again lately, and I was going to get it for the Switch, and then I got VR, and I was like, I'll get the VR one. It's £50 on the PSN store, which I was like, ha! So I went and got it secondhand for £22.
Ha!
That's more than half the price, that is.
Yeah, as much as CEX have been getting in the shit a little bit recently with their label controversy, look that up if you haven't seen that.
I do not know that. I'm going to look that up.
If you look at Joe Chip's YouTube channel, he's had a couple of videos about it. It's bit eye-opening. But anyway, apart from that, yes, CEX, they offer a very reasonable price on quite a lot of games, which is quite good. Anyway, so, back to We Happy Few. I very much agree that I would not pay full price for it. I would pay, for We Happy Few, the price I would personally be willing to pay for it, maximum, is £20. For what it is, that's what I'd be willing to pay.
Yeah.
Even then, I'm not going to go out of my way to buy it. There's no part of me that goes, I really want We Happy Few, even though they've apparently improved it a lot. Nothing makes me go, wow, that's a game that I need to play.
Yeah. With so many games out there now, it is becoming very difficult to be noticed.
Yeah, definitely.
It's not something that, A, I'm overly interested in, and B, if it looks and sounds like it might be something that I'll play for a bit, and I'll just get frustrated and annoyed with it, so I'll just won't play it anymore. Yeah. It sounds like one of those things, and I'm kind of like,
I know what you mean, yeah.
I'd probably watch someone play it more than buy it myself. Like, I might jump into a couple of streams or watch a few videos, see what it looks like to actually be played, see what people make of it, and then maybe later make a judgment. I like doing that a lot nowadays.
Yeah, We Happy Few's coming out soon. It's also coming in Australia. I'm not going to buy it, and apparently Sarah's not going to buy it either. So let's move on. Twitch, doing a fun thing. That was a terrible intro, but oh well. So basically, Twitch are a company owned by Amazon, have been doing a thing for the last few months where if you have an Amazon Prime account, what was that? Grammar, an Amazon Prime account. If you have an
Amazon Prime.
If you have an Amazon Prime account and link it to your Twitch account, then at the start of the month you get some free games. They've been doing that for the past few months. They've been pretty good games. They've been given away as well, to be perfectly honest. But this month, to celebrate Prime Day, which happens on the 16th of July, which is just basically Amazon's own special mid-year Black Friday weird thing. I think it's basically just like a storage clearance. They just go, "Hey, we've had these things for ages. Let's get rid of them."
Yeah.
But in this instance, though, we have they're giving away a free game every day for most of July up until the 18th. And most of these games, they're available for sort of like 2 or 3 days at a time, and a couple of them are available the whole month. And it's really cool. It's 21 games altogether, which is a lot of games to just give away randomly.
It really is. There's a couple on there that have caught my eye as well, but I'm like,
There's definitely a couple that have caught mine. I know, actually, Observer's on there, and Lemmy Smash was talking. He mentioned that earlier when I posted the Devolver thing. Well, I posted the topics in the news chat.
Yes,
and you saw that.
yes, did.
So that'd be cool. What else? We've also got other things that I'm interested in. The Red Strings Club, which is a sort of cyberpunk style adventure game.
Yeah, I'm interested in that as well.
I've nearly bought it a couple of times, so I'm really interested to get that. I'm glad I didn't buy it, because I can now get it for free. As bad as that sounds, but oh well. Broken Age, the whole of Broken Age is on there. Why not? You know. Cube 2 is currently still available. That's like really recent. That's like a really recent puzzle game.
Battle Shelf Brigade is quite a good rated game.
What it is, but it sounds interesting.
I have it on the Switch, and I haven't played it yet, but it's kind of like a mix up between like a cooking game but also a bit of an RPG as well. I think you'd like it because you quite like Food Wars, don't you? And I think it's kind of takes some things from that as well, because it is quite anime based. But it looks quite cool.
I'll definitely have to check it out then, because that was the one that was the one that came out yesterday as we're recording. Manual Samuel was brought onto it today. I have no fucking clue what that is. What else have we got? Goner. Next up, Hero
is pretty new, isn't it? I think a lot of people have been playing that lately.
Okay. Quake
I've seen
Champions
its
just
name
had a
a few
3
times.
gigabyte patch. What the fuck? Next up, Hero. Well, it's a game that normally costs £15, which you're getting for free, so there's that.
Well, there you go.
Came out in January, currently stands at mixed reviews for whatever reason. It's apparently an action RPG dungeon crawler with co-op elements. It looks a bit like... It reminds me a bit of, Pit People.
Yeah.
It reminds me a bit of that, what they seem to be going for, but done a bit differently. Anyway, that looks interesting enough. What else do we have? I'm not going to even try. Urnong Unlimited. Whatever. Hue. Don't know what Hue is. Deponia, Doomsday, Observer, Tacoma, The Bridge, Brutal Legend, The Red Strings Club, Tyranny, Broken Age, The Framed Collection, Serial Cleaner, Metal Slug 3, The Last Blade, and Twinkle Star Sprites. All of those, at the time of recording, are still available. And the only one that has just gone off is Pillars of Eternity Definitive Edition. But, there we go. That's really cool. That is really
That is
fucking
very
cool.
cool.
Yeah. Apparently they're also offering loads of free Warframe and PUBG loot, but I don't give a shit about that. So they tend to do that a lot anyway. There's usually like, you look on the thing and it's like, hey, look, there's a thing, some Warframe loot. Okay, thanks.
Yay!
I needed that, definitely. But yes, that is really fucking cool. Does anything stand out to you then? What stands out to you on that list that you would recommend someone play?
Well, I don't actually think anything on that list I have played. There's just a lot of things that I either have on my wish list or I own in my library.
Okay, so is there anything on that list you particularly want to play?
I'm interested in the Red Strings Club, like you said. I think I had Serial Cleaner on a wish list because I thought it looked like a fun little game. Tyranny keeps being flagged up in Steam for me, so I kept having a look at that. I was doing those things like when I was younger, you know how you used to go into a game shop, pick up a game, look at it for a bit, and then put it back down.
Yeah.
And then every time you went in the shop for like the next few weeks, it would do the same thing with the same game until eventually you're like, I've picked this up like 4 times. I should probably just buy it by now.
Yeah.
I'm clearly drawn to it every time.
It's just like, just get it finally, please.
Yeah. So like, I think Tyranny was something like that for me. I just kept looking at it going, forgetting what it is, and then going, oh yeah, it's that one that I've looked at several times.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, it's currently it's £35 on Steam. So that's a good thing to get for free.
That's a steal, that is.
Yeah, it really is. So yeah.
But it has reminded me that I need to play things like Battle Chef Brigade, and I think I got Tacoma. I got Brutal Legend, and I have been wanting to play that. I bought it for like £1.
I played a couple of hours of it. I played it until it started becoming a pseudo RTS, and then I was just like, oh, okay, no.
Yeah.
That's not what I want from this. That's not what I wanted from Brutal Legend. I wanted a heavy metal sort of action game, not an RTS.
I'm interested in what The Last Blade is. The logo looks cute.
The Last Blade. Yes, that's one of the ones that's on all month. The Last Blade. Not The Last Door. Fuck you, Steam.
Oh, that's not what I was expecting. It's Japanese, though. Oh, is it a fighting game? Oh, that's kind of cool.
Oh, sort of old Street Fighter style fighting game as well.
Yeah, that's quite cool. It's from 1997. There you go.
There you go. So yes, there you go. If you have Amazon Prime and you have a Twitch account, go and get loads of games for free in July. Because why the fuck not? And prepare to feel like a massive twat if you bought any of the games on that list on the Steam sale.
Or all of them. Dear Lord, that would be the most unlucky thing ever.
Oh, imagine. Anyway, so there we go. That's that. And let us move on to the final story of the show, because somehow we've been recording for nearly an hour. We've decided to forego the last article because, one, it's not that interesting. 2, we've been recording for a while and I need to get on with things in my life. And 3, I'm fucking boiling. So, bringing the show to an end. And thank you all very much for watching / listening. And I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, consider liking, subscribing and sharing to all of the GameCast stuff. We have lots of content, including news, reviews, let's plays, podcasts. Lots of really fun little bits of content. Are you working on a review at the moment, Sarah?
No.
Oh. Will you be working on a review soon?
Maybe? Who knows? I don't know. Mark seems to be very quick on reviews.
Mark's the prolific reviewer, yeah.
Every time I'm like, oh, that game could be fun.
And then Mark's already claimed it.
5 minutes, he just goes, I'm doing a review on that. I'm like, oh, stop it.
Yeah.
But maybe, I don't know. I need to take a look at what's coming out soon. I'll probably, I know. I'll probably end up doing Overcooked 2. It's not coming out for a month, but fun tidbit, it was never published, but my first review practice run, shall we say, rehearsal for GameCast
yes, it was, wasn't it?
was Overcooked.
I remember
so,
that, yes.
As a tribute to that, I will definitely be doing a review for Overcooked 2 for the channel, which is coming out at the beginning of August.
There we go.
Because it will be played. It will take me less than a few days because Hannah will be all over it because she freaking loves that series. So
there we go
be
then.
Cool.
So expect that. Also expect news from you on the Saturday or the Sundays usually. And otherwise, thank you very much for joining me.
Thank you very much for having me.
That's quite all right. I might try and get you on next week if I don't get anyone else.
Cheeky.
And also, a new series that I'm hoping to start up in the next couple of weeks will be Dungeons and Dragons, with myself being the Dungeon Master and loads of other people being my helpless victims. So stay tuned for that, hopefully coming up fairly soon. And otherwise, we'll see you next time.
Bye!
Bye!